Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will study the Mullah's son. Here we topic of the day is self, people, places and globe. Look at the picture very carefully. Here is Akbar king, and he was uh, he was in India, and the people around him are some of the famous musician artists, and they are amusing or they are entertaining the king. Okay, and you have to know that this is Akbar king, and the people around him, his own people. Look at the next picture. Here, what happened here? Mulla do Piazza is also his man. The story is all about Mulla do Piazza's son. One day, the son did some notorious activity, and his mother warned him and punished him, and and the child was scared, and he sat under the bed, and Mullah inquired about him and joined him. This is the whole story. Now look at the difficult words. Difficult words are behave. Behave is to do something in an acceptable manner. Court is the officer, ministers and official who offered who attended the king is a court. Decided mean made up one's mind. Direction mean line of the decision, and famous mean known, shocked mean upset, and speechless mean not able to speak, silent it means, and trouble worries. Now look at the text. Over 400 years ago there lived a king called Akbar. He was such a great king that he was called an emperor. Akbar lived in a huge palace in Delhi. At Akbar's court, there were many famous people. There were artists and musicians, dancers and poets, and clever scientists and writers too. There was also a very funny man there called Mulla do Piazza. Who is Mulla do Piazza? Look at this picture. The person who is amusing the king is Mulla do Piazza. The mullah made the emperor laugh when the emperor was sad. He called for the mullah, "Where is my friend Do Piazza?" The servants in the court went off to all the directions, to all the ways. They ran to find out Mullah. Soon Mulla do Piazza was brought before the emperors, and very soon the emperor forgot all his troubles. He rolled about with laughter. What happened? What was the duty of Mullah? To amuse the king, to make him happy. Whenever the king was sad, Mullah do Piazza was called to amuse the king. Mullah do Piazza really was a very funny man. Nothing surprised him, and nothing shocked him. He always had something to say. He had a quick answer for any question. One morning, it means that he was very, you can say, alert man. He was very genius. One morning, Mullah said goodbye to his wife and son and went off to the court as usual. His son Rafiq, who was 6 years old, began to behave very badly. Who behaved very badly? Rafiq. And who was Rafiq? Mullah do Piazza's son. He behaved very badly. His mother, Mullah's wife, was very angry with him. You bad boy, she shouted, and she chased him out of the kitchen. The frightened boy ran to his room and hid under the bed. His mother decided to leave him there. Rafiq stayed under the bed all day. He was frightened, he was scared from his mother's punishment. That's why he stayed there under the bed for a whole day. Rafiq behaved very badly today. The mullah's wife said when the mullah returned in the evening, I chased him and he is hiding under his bed. I'm worried about him now, but he won't listen to me. You go to him, talk to him sweetly, and ask him to come and have his dinner. Underline this line: talk to him sweetly and ask him to come and have dinner. Mullah Dur Piazza went to Rafiq's room immediately. He peeped under the bed. He looked under the bed, it means. Yes, he was resting. Who was resting? Rafiq was resting peacefully against the wall. The mullah did not want to frighten Rafiq. He lay on the floor and put his head right under the bed. The little boy smiled brightly. Hello, father, he said. Have you been punished too? It means that have you been punished by my mother? Never. Never mind, there is plenty room under here for both of us. Crawl right and make yourself comfortable. For the first time in his life, Mullah Do Piazza found himself speechless. He crawled under the bed and joined her son. Remember this thing that when you misbehave with elders, you will be punished. So don't misbehave with your elders. And this story is about the misbehavior of Rafiq, that he misbehaved with her mother and was punished. Now, while reading activity is why was Mulla do Piazza speechless? Mulla do Piazza was speechless to find his son comfortable under the bed. Okay, now it's comprehension time. In which court was Akbar's? In which city was Akbar's court? In Delhi. What sort of people were at Akbar's court? What sort of people were there? There were artists, musician, dancer, and many famous people were there. What was Mullah Do Piazza's work at Akbar's court? Mullah Do Piazza's work was to amuse the king. How was Rafiq punished? Rafiq was stayed under the bed for whole day. What did Mullah De Piazza ask her husband to do? That speak him politely. Now, next question is to put the story. No challenge. Why did Akbar think that Mullah Dubyaza had been naughty? Because he looked at him. He peeped under the bed in such a manner that he thought that his father did some mistake. Next is a story, and you have to order the story, order the incident of the story. There was a funny man at Akbar's court. His mother chased him. The mullah came home and went to talk to her son. The mullah had a son who was 6 years old only. The man's name was Mulla Piazza. The boy hid under his bed. He joined his son under the bed. One day, the son behaved very badly. Now, look at how can you make the story in order. There was a funny man at Akbar's court. The man's name was Mulla Piazza. The mullah had a son who was 6 years old. One day his son behaved very badly. His mother chased him. The boy hid under the chair, under the bed. The mullah came home and talked to his son. He joined his son under the bed. Now, order the story according to this. That Mullah Piazza was a funny man. His name was Mullah. He was at Akbar's court. He was a funny man. He had a son who was 6 years old, and one day he behaved badly. His mother chased him. The boy hid under the bed, and Mullah came home and talked to his son and joined him. Next is here working with words. Peep under with his clever words. Call for something naughty. Now look at the picture and study the picture and make sentences using the phrases. Who peeped under the bridge? The girl peeped under the bridge, and she called for the boy. The boy did something naughty, and the girl discover with his clever words. From his clever words, what did he do? Now look at next exercise is working with the words. No, learning about the language, that is apostrophe. Apostrophe shows possession. Akbar's court, the court of Akbar. The mullah's son, the son of mullah. Look here. It shows possession, Sarah's bag, and it shows some when some letters are missing. Here we are studying about the possessions. Look at the next exercise here. The emperor's court was full of musician. Where will you put comma? The emperor's court. The emperor's court was full of musician. There were poets and writers at Akbar's court. After Akbar, you will put comma. Here, after emperor, you will put comma. The boy, the boy's mother here. After boy, the boy's mother did not go to her son's room. After boys, you will put comma. The boy's father was Akbar's friend. Here, the boy's father. After boys, you will put comma, and after Akbar, you will put comma. In the next exercise, the head of the boy was small. The boy's head was small. The wife of Mullah chased the boy. The mullah's wife chased the boy. There were clever people at the court of Akbar. There were clever people at Emperor's court. Mullah Piazza crawled under the bed of his son. Mullah Piazza crawled under his son's bed. The name of the man was Mullah Piazza. The man's name was Mulla. Okay, Azad. The words of the boy made his father speechless. The boy's word made his father speechless. Now look here, apostrophe. How will you put the apostrophe? In this manner. The emperor's court was full of musicians. There were poets and writers at Akbar's court. The boy's mother did not come to her son's room. The boy's father was Akbar's friend. Now here, omission of apostrophe, that you will omit the apostrophe when how will you omit? The boy's head will be the head of the boy. Mullah's wife will be the wife of Mullah. The emperor's court will be the court of emperors. His son's bed will be the bed of his son. The man's name was the name of the man. The boy's words will be the words of the boy. Now here are some correction is given, and find the mistakes and write sentences correctly. Look at it. The old man goes to the market yesterday. Goes shows present tense and yesterday shows past tense. Change goes to went. The old man went to the market yesterday. Or we can say the old man goes to the market today. Okay, it is up to you to arrange it according to you. Houses two I see tomorrow. I see two houses. I will see two houses tomorrow. Tomorrow shows next day, the coming day. That's why I will. All the birds flies in the sky. Whenever plural subject is there, all birds, plural subject, they carry uh, verb without s, sorry, ses or ies. All birds fly in the sky. Please gives me 6 bananas. Please give me 6 bananas. I carries give, not gives. Okay, gives will come with the he, she, it. Please give me 6 bananas. Six showing the number of the banana. That's why we put s with it to make it plural. He couldn't able to come. He couldn't be able to come. My mother smiled at me every day. My mother smiles at me every day. Next, here is a listen and speak activity. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. You have to listen to this rhyme and sing it aloud. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Next activity is look at these questions. Here, options are given. Arrange them according to your own choice. Where does Omar live? Karachi or Lahore or Hyderabad? No, you can say these options are up to you. Choose them according to your way. Who does Umar live with? His parents and sister and his sister. His parents and sister. How old is Umar? 6 years old, 7 years old, or 8 years old? It is up to you. He's like you. He's 7 years old or 8 years old. You can put tick in front of your choice. What pet animal does Umar have? Look at the picture here. We can see that Umar has a dog. And what is Umar's sister called? Umar's sister called Princess Sarah or Naila. It is up to you. You can choose according to. Next is a composition. Composition is one verse is given to you and you have to complete the rhyme. Beat, beat, beat your drum, a disciplined band come. Rhythmic, steadily sound of hum, creating effects of a rum, like a merrily way of charm. This is the rhyme. You have to complete it. Choose the rhyming words and arrange it in the form of the verse and complete your rhyme. It is up to you either to take guideline from me or create your own. Beat, beat, beat your drum, a disciplined band come. Rhythmic, steadily sound of hum, creating effects of a rum like a merrily way of charm. Next is project. You have to find out the picture of any Mughal emperor. Mughal emperors, they found their government or their at the subcontinent for a long time, and they were very great rulers. They governed a big area. They were very brave, they were very courageous, and they were very famous. You have to find out the picture and paste in these boxes and find out their ruling time or time period like this. You have to complete it is Akbar. He is Akbar, and his ruling period is from 1556 to 1605. This was over 400 years ago. He built his government and he was very, you can say, famous. You have to complete your project in the same manner in your book and collect information about your favorite Mughal emperor and show it to me. Our next poem will be Trees Are Lovely. Thank you.